Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing the videos for the first half of May 2021. And this is going to be for Virgo, Sun and Rising Venus signs. And as always, just keep an open mind. The readings are general. They're not going to apply to everyone. Definitely not in the same way. Take what resonates, disregard the rest, and make sure to watch all your signs for all the videos, for all the messages, that may pertain to you. Information about private readings, also the specials that are running, all that is in the description box below. And I just want to say thank you so much for the likes, shares, subscribes, the comments, donations. Everything is very much appreciated. So we have the Two of Pentacles. What's going on for Virgo for the first half of May 2021? Virgo, first half of May 2021. Two Pentacles, Two Swords, Four of Cups, Ten of Cups, Death card, and the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck we have the Devil energy. So with the Devil, this can talk about a Capricorn energy that you're dealing with, but the overall energy is to do with situations that you feel stuck in, that you feel powerless in, that you feel restricted, like your hands are tied, you're bound to someone, or you're bound to something. It can talk about addictions, addictive behavior, control, overbearing people. Again, it's something where you feel stuck and powerless. So, yeah. Coming into the reading, we have the Two of Pentacles. So there's something you're contemplating, Virgo. Should I, shouldn't I? I feel like you're doing pros and cons on a situation. You might be trying to just carry on and to keep the balance, but there's red flags that you're noticing. There's things that you're noticing that point to a change being needed. The challenge is the Two of Swords. The challenge with the Two of Swords is turning a blind eye for the sake of peace. Or so we think. Turning a blind eye for the sake of keeping the balance, right? And we think that helps. We think that's working. But I feel like in the time frame that we're looking at, Virgo, something will be brought to the surface that you can no longer ignore or turn a blind eye to or make excuses for in order to keep things calm or to keep things peaceful. In the foundation, what it's all about is the Ten of Cups. It's about a situation that has run its course. It may be a relationship. It can be a place you've been in too long. It can be a job that's run its course. Whatever the case may be, tens are about completions. A 10 energy for me is a temporary energy. It's not meant to be permanent because it needs to carry on, right? And after 10, we start again. We start with 1. So when we get to the energy of 10, we're meant to celebrate, we're meant to enjoy ourselves, to enjoy the fruits of our labor, absolutely. Spend some time, thinking about everything we've learned along the way, all that stuff, but also spend time thinking about, okay, what's next now? What are my next steps? What is my next beginning, right? New beginning. And what happens when we stay in a situation for too long, it becomes a gilded cage. Something that was comfortable becomes something that is restrictive because we don't want to lose the comfort. We don't want to do anything to jeopardize us feeling comfortable in that situation. Does that make sense? And that's exactly what I'm looking at here. It's interesting that both these cards, that's Pluto, isn't it? It's the sign for Pluto. No. Yes. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the hieroglyph for Pluto there, above the Capricorn hieroglyph. And it's the same one we have there. I'm reading it as Pluto for the purposes of this reading. So it's all about change, transformation, and anything that needs to happen, we need to let go of this. We've already achieved everything that we can from a situation. We've already gotten everything that we can from that situation. It's time to move on. And what happens when we try to hold on to it and not move on? It doesn't mean leave. It doesn't mean break up. That's not what it means. It means we always have to continue to grow. And when we want to stop our growth, things just kind of go haywire. In the past, we do have the Death card. So the Death card talks about the fact that this ending has already been revealed to us. We already know what needs to end. We might have had conversations about it. We might have felt completely, started to feel detached from the situation altogether. Or is that Uranus? And that's Pluto. You know what, Virgo, bear with me. I'm going to Google it. Okay, so that's Pluto, and then that's Uranus. You know when your brain just draws a blank? That's where I am. When I channel, I don't really know what I'm saying. It doesn't come from my rational mind. So these are Uranus. So change. And with the Death card, it's the energy of Pluto. We know that. Pluto rules Scorpio. We have been revealed. It's been revealed to us what needs to end. It's been revealed to us what needs to change. Okay. Crowning is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a very interesting energy, Virgo. The Four of Cups is the energy of, I'm not happy. I can't really put my finger on why. If you felt that way, like running around aimlessly, right? Like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't really know what my purpose is. Don't even know what makes me happy. I just don't know. I'm not ecstatic. I'm not quite happy right now, but I can't really tell you why. Because things are okay. I don't know why I'm not happy. Things are okay. I don't have anything to complain about. I'm just not happy. Okay? If you've been feeling that way, Virgo, then this is definitely for you. It's because you're trying to stay in a box that is needing to fall apart. Now, where you're headed is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is taking time out to contemplate. Taking time out. I feel like you're taking time out to look at what is happening and to figure out what you're going to do about it. Okay? Because you've gone on from the 2. You've gone past the 3. There's no real heartache or heartbreak because we already know. It's not like this ending is taking us by surprise. It's not something that has happened or that is happening to us, as it were, right? For us to feel that heartbreak or that loss. We went straight to 4. Like, I'm not happy. I don't know why, though. I can't complain, but I'm not happy, right? So with the 4, you might be taking time away from the situation, being like, okay, let me take a step back. Let me take some time away from this. Let me take a break from this. I need to reassess. I need to figure out what's going on, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. It is temporary energy, so this isn't the breakup. This isn't the you quitting your job yet. This isn't the you moving in or out or whatever. It's temporary energy where you take a step back, reassess before you go back into it and make some choices and some different decisions, right? But for others of you, this can absolutely be a situation where with the Four of Swords, you take some time away so that you don't think about it and you continue to not deal with it because it's passive energy, right? So Virgo, it's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do. You are in a situation where you're not happy. Not a lot you can complain about, but you're not happy. And the reason for that is, whatever this is that you thought was a happily ever after and you got there and you're trying to hold on to it, you're not supposed to stay there. You were supposed to get there, learn what you learn, experience what you experience, and then keep going. Even as individuals, we always grow, we always change based on what we learn every day, right? Sometimes the change is more evident, sometimes it's more like internal and subtle, but we always change. We're trying to, and this could be something that's, someone else is doing and it involves you. They're trying to keep you locked down. They're trying to keep you there because you make them comfortable or that situation gives them comfort if it's not you. Okay? Keeping things as they are, it's like being in a loveless marriage or a loveless relationship, you know? And so what do? You're not happy. You're content, you know? I have this taken care of. I have someone there. You know, we like each other. We respect each other, or whatever the case may be. But you don't have that love. And if the decision is, I'm happy with that, I'm going to make that my permanent situation, then by all means, that's a decision. That's what makes you happy. That's what makes you happy. Or being in a job that you just don't, it means nothing to you. You go through the motions, but it pays well. And you know what you have to do. And you know the people. And you know the team. And you know the role. It doesn't do anything for you, though. It doesn't make you happy in any way. But again, in the grander scheme of things, you can't complain. It pays really well, you know. It's not heavy work. It's not, you know what I mean? It's that thinking. Well, I'm not happy, but at the same time, I don't really want to give this up because I can't complain about it. It just doesn't, you know, I don't feel happy. But I can't complain about it. It's a good situation. But if you don't relate to it on an emotional level, if there's no love there, whether it's romantic or otherwise, that should be an indication that maybe it's not your situation or not your situation anymore. And it's some difficult decisions that we have to make. And at the end of the day, if the decision is, actually, I'm not going to rock the boat, this does make me happy, I'll keep it as it is. That's the decision that you're making. You're making the decision for yourself, and there's some level of involvement in that, you know what I mean? So you should get something out of the fact that I've made a decision that works for me, that makes me happy. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So let's see, I heard 5 cards for you, Virgo. I do feel like a situation, I'm repeating myself, so. Additional advice for Virgo for the first half of May 2021. This could also be a situation where this has ended in some way, but you're choosing not to move on from it and to look at, can I get it back? It didn't make me happy, but again, it was comfortable, it was familiar to me. Could I get that back? So you're keeping yourself on hold, literally, until, you know, to see if the other person comes back, if you can get that back, if you can get back into the situation, waiting to see if it's just a phase and it'll pick back up, you know what I mean? So let's see, additional advice for Virgo for the first half of May 2021. 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bottom of the deck, nice and easy, one step at a time. So this is just saying, slow it down. It's the 4 of Swords energy. Slow it down. Take one thing at a time. Just really think about things. Don't rush, or don't let anyone rush you. Just take it one step at a time. There's more information that you can get on the situation, or there's more information that is coming to you. Look, I mean, I can't make it up. No, let it go. There is something better. Should I keep waiting for them? Should I go back to that? Should I stay? No, let it go. There's something better. I mean, take a leap of faith. Unexpected opportunities. Take a leap of faith. And look, Uranus again. I mean, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up, Virgo. Honestly. And this is saying, just go for it. Just make the change, see what happens. That's what this means. You're going to have unexpected opportunities, but you have to be open to them. Right now, you are not. Okay? You're blocking change. And I know you're sitting there thinking, no, I'm open to opportunities. You know, some of you. I'm open to opportunities. If something else comes up, I'll look at it. But you're not really, no, because you're still in that situation. It's like trying to hold on to something and then wait to see if something else comes up. But actually, you're supposed to just completely be free in order to accept all the opportunities that are coming to you so that you can embrace them and jump on them as they come, right? You're like, I want to stay where I am and look at what my options are. There's not going to be other options. And no matter what other options are coming in, you're going to compare them to this one. And if you don't feel like rocking the boat, they're not going to be good through that perspective. Does that make sense? Official and officials, important papers and meetings. So it might be a situation to do with work, with financial arrangements, with contracts. And I feel like for some of you, you're thinking about everything that would have to change if you were to walk away from this. And it's like, you know what, it's too much. It's just too much. It's too much. Change for the better. If you do take a leap of faith and if you do make room for change, it's going to be for the better. And look, declutter to make room for new blessings. Right? And declutter is about, so what needs to be decluttered is this situation that at one point was comfortable and happily ever after, and now it's just become a gilded cage. And I feel like for some of you, you haven't been aware of that until now. And now you're becoming aware, and you're just starting this process now of trying to figure out what to do, or choosing to ignore some things and just kind of keep things as they are for peace, for balance. For others, you've been aware of this, and it's coming to that breaking point where you're really being pushed to make a decision, whether that is remove this, free yourself from this, and take a chance on something new, or choosing this wholeheartedly. Does that make sense? Okay. So there we go. That's what we have for you, Virgo. I hope it makes sense, and I hope it helps if you're dealing with these energies. Figure out what makes you happy, Virgo, and just go for that. Don't overcomplicate it. Just figure out what really makes you happy, what makes your heart sing and jump for joy, and go for that. Okay? But at the same time, you're going to have to choose your poison. I heard, choose your poison. If you pursue complete happiness, if you pursue a situation that is comfortable and predictable, if you pursue whatever it is, it's going to be your choice. Choose your poison. You're going to have to make a choice, though. Right? So I'll leave it there, Virgo. Looking forward to your thoughts, looking forward to your feedback on this. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay? Bye for now.